What's up, guys? It's Miss T Lovely. I want to come with you guys and talk to you for a bit about a couple things. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of those who have entered the Biggest Loser Challenge, and I wanted to tell you guys that there's still time to enter. So if you haven't seen that video, please, I'll check it out. I'll put it in the description box below. You have until Wednesday because the actual challenge doesn't start until then. So yeah, for those of you that are thinking about it and that are a little bit hesitant, I want to say don't be. I remember when there were challenges that were put on that I wanted to enter but was too afraid of at the time, honestly, what people would think or how they would feel about, you know, me at my size doing what I was doing. But as you can see, I haven't let that stop me because, as I've said before, what you see before you is temporal and it's subject to change. We have a lifetime, however long that may be, to get us where we need to go, but we need to start somewhere. So for those of you who have began to either begin or to further push yourself, I commend you and I thank you. This is not about me. It's about motivating. So, you're doing yourself a favor. You're not doing me one. I'm just merely putting people together in one group to push. And I hope that you all gain from this. As I am, because I'm doing it as if I'm in the challenge with you guys. I'm actually, as of next week, going to go ahead and just put it out here. I'm about to up my workouts to try to push for 4 to 5 times a week because I've consistently done 3, but I want to see 4 and 5. As I do have a lot of weight to drop, and I just think it'll be good to be that much more active. I mean, I go hard in the gym. Y'all seen me, and actually, I'm about to be uploading a couple more videos here very soon, with me and the hubster working out and myself from week 15. So yeah, I'll be coming back on Wednesday also to give my biggest losers some tips if they I needed some suggestions and or ideas as to what they can do to tweak their nutrition intake, etc. And you guys have my workout videos. If you need some examples of some workouts you can do. I know a lot of you like to walk, so Leslie Sansone, she's awesome. You can find her on cable on your on demand if you guys have that. Anyhow, so I also wanted to talk about how I've been feeling here lately. And I've been nothing but honest with you guys, so I have to continue to keep on being honest. I don't know what it is about where I am right now. It's like I've lost 50 pounds. The last time I've seen 50 pounds lost, 50.2. I'm going to show myself short. Actually, now 50.4. At the last time I've seen that type of loss was when I was 13 years old. I had lost 50 pounds in 3 months. But for those of you who know the Lab Band Confessions 3, you know that story. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll put that in the description box below as well if you'd like to check it out. That's like kind of my story, my background. Another one of the reasons that I didn't mention in my inspiration why I did this about my then eating disorder and abusive background, emotionally abusive background. Anyhow, so I think that I'm not sabotaging myself or anything like that. I'm not trying to eat up the world. Nothing's happening with my eating nor my exercise. It's the mental. And I was reading something, and it's funny that I was reading it and God was dealing with me on it at the same time I was seeing videos about it. In the sense that weight loss surgery, period, and the stigmatization behind it. And then dealing with what you have to deal with within yourself, because you have the surgery and then you have to deal with self. But let me deal with self first. Let me not jump all over the place here. Basically, with self, I don't care if you do have the surgery. People say it all the time. You get the surgery, the weight's gonna fall off. You can still gain it back. You have to change this first, like you seriously do, and you have to. That psyche is something else, because you might think you're under control if you get to your level of restriction, and you say, okay, well, the body says I'm good, I'm full, but the mind still says I'm hungry. That's something that we still have to fight. So this is not easy. I've been hearing a lot of people saying that, a lot of people have been saying little nasty things, but this is what I've learned. I've learned that people only make fun of or only talk against what they're ignorant of. You're afraid of what you don't know about, or you dislike what you don't know anything about. I'll be honest with you guys and say that I used to be that woman. I used to be the person that was like, "Who, me? Weight loss surgery? Never in a million years. You wouldn't catch me doing that. That's for people that just are just lazy, or just can't do." I'm just telling you guys the truth. That's like when you at your wits end. I was younger when I said the lazy part, but I will say that I was like, that's what people. That's like the last thing you do. Like, who would really want to do that? I mean, really think about it. You had to have really gone through some things, and had to have really been at a place where you said, you know what, this is it. I need to do something about this once and for all. This is our once and for all. And people just don't get it until they're in your shoes. And most people won't. Especially people who don't have health problems, especially people who don't never had a weight problem issue. You know, um, it's just, for as long as we live in society, there will always be stigmatizations. There will always be people who are going to be ignorant of some things. They're going to say some silly stuff. Why should you be so concerned about me and what I'm doing? Why is my life so important? Is it because I am now going to get the confidence and exude who God made me to be? Is it because you will no longer be able to see me as this shell and small of a person that I've allowed myself to become? And I'm talking about me, because I know I played myself down because of my weight for a very long time. In some instances, I know I played myself down. I know I had given up on some goals. I know I had, in a way, given up on life. So, for the person that says that it's the easy way out, it's the person who's ignorant. It's the person who has a lot to learn, and you don't know it until you're in the shoes. And in these shoes, we walk. Even when whether you have the band, or you have the gash, or you have the VSG, I don't care what surgery you have. There's going to come a point where you have to get in here, because it starts here. And if you don't get this under control, it takes a while. Don't get me wrong, because it starts to mess with you at some point in your journey. I don't care who you are and how successful you've been, or how short of a time or how long of a time it's taken. If a person can sit up here and say that it never, that you couldn't deal with this first, that's a person that's going to have a problem down the road. Or that's a person that is in touch with reality, because you have to constantly do this. I'm in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to eat too much. I'm worried about this. I got to get all my water in. I got to do this. And da, 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 da. And I'm looking back, and at the end of the day, I hadn't even eaten that much. I hadn't even reached 1,000 calories. You know, that's another thing we have to learn. We can't be so hard on ourselves. We just can't be. You know, um, I realize we have to give ourselves the same love that we give other people. You know, I sit and I almost like talk to myself sometimes, like say, what would you say to a person that was presented this to you? Would you be as harsh and hard on them, or would you be loving? So I've learned how to talk to myself as though I talk to somebody else. Those days where I don't hit the mark like I would like, I don't get the 99 grams of protein, or I don't get all the water in. I'm like, oh, well, tomorrow's a new day. Oh, well, this moment's another moment, you know? So, hopefully all that makes sense. But I just want to come on and encourage and say that no matter what way you do it, it's not an easy, it's not easy. Every day that you wake up is a decision that you make, but I don't want to take away from the band though. Let's just be real. The band is a help. It's a help. It's a tool, whatever you want to call it. It's a help. It's there to assist. But if we're not doing the right things, we can't hurt ourselves. We can't hinder our um, progress. But don't let somebody downplay what you're doing. Anyhow, I just want to come on and say all of that, and it's still, I'm looking at it like it didn't feel like it was 10 minutes. I'm sorry, but thank you guys for listening. I love you all, and I will be back on Tuesday, and I'll be uploading another video here soon of my workouts for the week. Biggest losers, you do not have to reply to this until I'm going to post it today, but you won't have to reply until the following week. So not this upcoming Wednesday, but the next Wednesday. You can do wait a minute, hold on, I'm sorry. You can reply if you would like to you can get your sweat video out the way, but you don't have to weigh in not this upcoming Wednesday, but the next Wednesday. Okay? And then every Wednesday after that. Because like I said, technically Wednesday will be the startup of the challenge. So anyway, love you guys. If you watch this whole video in its entirety, mwah, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.